Peace, beautiful people. It is I, Shogun K, back like broad strats and 4 flats on a Cadillac. Sheesh, I'm here with it, back with another video. Today's video is called, hold on, just had it pulled up here, When a Cannibal Vlogs His Murder. Yeah, we finna see a real live cannibal that's gonna vlog the entire thing. Diabolical. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It's also a feature called the hype button. It helps to push your boy content out there so more people can have eyes on me and come into the family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it.
It's always coming back because always the mission is first. The book has to stop. Skulls are getting cracked.
Though no one knew it at the time, Alexander Kenua was about to do something unthinkable. His self-recorded videos give us a chilling glimpse into his twisted mind in the days before he committed a truly disturbing act.
Do you see a bag of charcoal? Go ahead and open it.
What is going?
That's only part of it. I tasted something. It's tasted like when I put some barbecue sauce, some spice, full-baked spice.
So this will happen to that book. You keep doing that shit again, that's gonna keep happening.
Wait a minute, ho. Do not disrespect Old Bay seasoning like that, bro. I'm from Maryland, you feel me? We put Old Bay on everything, but when I say I put Old Bay on everything, I ain't talking about no other person. You hear me? I am not talking about nobody else. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I think this is the first black cannibal ever recorded since Eddie Murphy and Vampire in Brooklyn. You never seen Vampire in Brooklyn? Look it up. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. Let's get to it.
On the morning of May 25th, 2012, 37-year-old Kujo Bonsafo Agye Kodye, an international student from Ghana, went out for a morning jog and never came home. Kujo has spent the last 6 months living with the family of one of his friends, Dr. Anthony Kenua, a physics lecturer at Morgan State University.
Morgan State. That's in Maryland. Yo, I told you, I'm from the Old Bay season. It made me think something already. It already put me in that mindset, man. Could it be? I bet you nobody from Maryland know about this no more. It's happened in 2012. I got to remind y'all, DMV, this our territory. This one of our peoples.
And when Kujo failed to return home that evening, the family grew concerned. That concern evolved into outright fear when the family discovered that Kujo's wallet, ID, and phone were still in the basement. Even if Kujo had decided to go out somewhere without telling the family, there was no chance he would have left these items behind. Feeling that something was wrong, the Kenuas called the police. They had no idea just how wrong things were. Although the police responded immediately to the report and sent detectives over to interview the Kenua family and search the property, nothing of note was found, apart from a dead fox in a container behind the Kenua's home. This curious finding will later prove integral in the most sickening way.
Dead fox.
Eventually, cadaver dogs are brought in to go over the wooded area behind the Kenua's home, but they find nothing. The only thing of note uncovered is the fact that red pepper flakes have been sprinkled on the ground in the house, specifically in the basement. This is another detail that will prove crucial later.
Red pepper flakes. That's seasoning. That's seasoning, y'all. And why you had a dead fox back there? I'm curious to know what that's about. And it was something else that they said I was going to talk about, and I can't remember, so I'm going to keep going. Oh, I know what it is. For all y'all youngins, in 2012, there wasn't no tap to pay, okay? All right. Let me let you know that right now. It wasn't no tap to pay. That's why it would be abnormal for somebody to leave out without their wallet, their ID, and their money, because there was no tap to pay. You couldn't take your cell phone and just boop and pay. You couldn't do that. You either had to have a card or cash, okay? That's why.
It seemed like the case was rapidly getting cold, but an unexpected discovery was about to change everything. 4 days after Kujo's disappearance, Jared Kenua, the youngest boy in the family, was down in the basement when he found something that made his blood run cold. After confronting his older brother Alex about it, Jared told the rest of the family what he'd found, and the police were once again quickly called to the scene. In an interview with detectives, Jared revealed the nightmare he found in the basement.
We're here to talk about an incident that occurred last night. Why don't you go ahead, just in your own words, tell me what happened.
Last night, right before I took a shower, I was gonna go
get my laundry bag. So I went down to the basement and I opened the laundry door and I saw my blanket on top of a box. And as I was lifting the blanket up, I saw two pans for baking. And in between them was a cutting board. So I lifted up the pans and in it I saw 3 different objects and they were kind of black with some gravy substance looking at them, and it looked like hands and a head.
Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Hold on. You telling me your brother been missing for 4 days and nobody checks the basement thoroughly? You're not checking for no crime scene. You're not checking for anything. I guess because y'all found no struggle or nothing like that, y'all just kind of let it go. But how in the hell? Wait a minute. He said it's hands and feet and stuff in there, and it's been cooked in a cooking pan. Remember the red flakes, the pepper flakes? Oh, Lord. He seasoned that boy before he ate him.
As soon as I saw that, I really couldn't distinguish whether it was a face or somebody's face I knew or something. But I looked at it and I stopped myself. I stopped what I was doing. I went upstairs and I asked Alex, come down here. And I asked him, what is it? And he said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business. And
oh, okay, wait a minute. So this isn't the same person's house. This is, okay, all right, I was confused. I thought this was old boy who went missing. I thought this was his brothers in his house. So apparently this is old boy who ate him. The dude that ate this other guy, they're in his house. His brother went downstairs, you feel me, and found cooking utensils, pots, pans with gravy on top of the hands and burnt. It was cooked and burnt and had red flakes for seasoning. This is, yeah.
all that stuff. And he started avoiding my question.
Alongside interviewing Jared, detectives also spoke with Alex about this disturbing and suspicious discovery. As Alex has read his rights, the interview hits a slight snag.
Are you willing to talk to me after being advised of your rights? And that's, again, a yes or a no question. Same thing as the one on top. Okay, and then your initials right there. And, oh, wait, you got to read that last one. What this one says is, have I threatened you or forced you in any way to make you talk to me?
Yes.
Have I really, or yes or no?
Yes. Implied force.
Do you think I did threaten you? Because I'm not trying to threaten you. If you took it that way.
Threatened, but I just take it as yes.
Well, tell me then how, because I don't want you to feel that way. So if you feel that way, I want to make sure you know that I'm not threatening you and I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that.
I'm in a confined room in a undisclosed location with behind a locked door with a CCTV TV.
The door's not locked?
Detectives, I don't know. I'm threatened right now.
Okay, well, let me make you feel a little bit better then. The door is not locked, okay?
I feel threatened.
Well, I'm explaining to you, okay? We're not in an undisclosed location. We're in Forest Hill. It's about 20 minutes from where you live, okay? It's an industrial park. And the door's not locked, and I am not armed. I don't have a gun on me at all. You can see right there. And neither does that detective.
Though there are different policies.
Well, y'all some bold cats, ain't you? I'd have had the gun, the taser, the dog. I'd have had the helicopter on standby and the SWAT team next door. You are looking at Hannibal Lecter, the black version, in the flesh. And he looked bigger than y'all. He looked like if he wanted to fricassee one of y'all right now and souffle one of y'all, he'd be able to do it. He'd be able to beat the brakes off of both of y'all and make two sandwiches real quick. That would look like to me.
It's typically recommended that officers aren't armed in the interrogation room. It helps calm the person being interviewed and prevents them from saying they were threatened or they were scared because the officer was armed. As well, officers don't want to wear a gun in order to lower the chance that someone takes it from them.
That must be a preference of this police place, because I've done a lot of these videos and I do often see them police be having a strap on them. They definitely be strapped up. Pause.
Your minds are weapons, though.
Well, I can't take my mind away. But there's no guns in here. No one wants to threaten you. Okay, so you understand I'm not trying to threaten you.
Right.
Okay.
I'll sign it.
Okay.
Less than 10 minutes into the interview, and Alex is already handling this differently than most people in this situation would. But is this strange behavior an indication that he knows something about Cujo's disappearance?
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
Yes, last week I collected a jackal or fox. It was like roadkill. And usually I trap animals. That's what sometimes I can catch, sometimes a jackal. But this morning I saw it's like a wild dog. I can give you a description for a wild dog. I'm not saying wild dog, it's like a coyote type. Like they have fur on it. Maybe it had like a less than an inch of it fur. But my cat was outside and I just happened to be upstairs looking outside and I seen a coyote. So I figured, you know what? I remember catching that fox that was roadkill. So I figured let me gut it up and, try and catch it.
Alex continues to ramble about the wild dog for several minutes, derailing the conversation and giving the officers a lot of seemingly useless information. But there's actually a sneaky reason he's done this.
You realize what your brother thought, though, right? Or thinks. He thinks that it's pieces of Cujo is what he thought.
Oh my goodness.
Did you realize he thought that? Or you didn't realize so I just said so?
He said that he saw it was something that was blacking and like he couldn't really describe it, and he said he wasn't sure. And he mentioned it to my father and mother.
Okay.
Nothing about no human skull.
Human what now?
Who said anything about a human skull? Yeah, you already done told on yourself. He didn't say nothing about no skull. Why would you say human skull?
Skull, like human parts or anything. Because he said there was a head, and I said there's a jackal head right there.
Oh, okay.
Coyote forks. And the paws and the inside.
My bad.
I couldn't bring the intestines in because they're already eaten.
Right.
So it's just parts of it. And besides, I wanted to skin it, try to make like a dream catcher.
Were they parts of Cujo?
No.
They-
The dogs that came out today, they were searching and everything. I'm sure they'd have picked the scent,
Alex is incredibly confident when he uses the cadaver dogs to assert his innocence. But why is he so sure the dogs won't pick up a scent in the basement? One obvious explanation actually has to do with the red pepper flakes that were found scattered throughout the floor of the basement. It's a commonly believed yet disproven myth that red pepper flakes can fool cadaver dogs into not smelling human remains.
Well, I guess it ain't a myth no more. Your boy just used it. It is now a fact. If you brought them cadaver dogs through there, it's a dead body in the basement. There are red pepper flakes crushed up all over the floor and they couldn't smell that body. Sir, officer, whoever's doing the narrating, that ain't a myth no more. It's a fact, okay? This is a fact.
What they can do is potentially burn the dog's nose, but this would still not prevent them from indicating remains if there were any. However, as will later be uncovered, there is a far more sickening reason that the dogs didn't pick up on anything in the Kinua home.
Okay.
Still, it's entirely possible Alex believed the myth about red pepper, especially given some of his self-recorded videos.
Now the question is about planning Unthinkable, because now how are the new powers going to use nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons? Sooner or later, the countryside is going to be torn in battlefields. It already is in battlefields. It's slowly erupting.
Protect your necks. Nobody is safe, no matter where you are. It could be even in your own room. It could be even in your own school. It could be in anywhere.
But why would your brother think there were human parts? Because he's been around animals. He said you guys used to cut up animals back on the farm or something like that.
We've cut up goats not far from here no.
But he seems to think that what he saw tonight were human parts as opposed to animal.
Well, I showed him the carcass that I actually had, so.
He's just confused, you think?
I would say he's confused. He's very smart.
Alex quickly steals a glance at the detectives after saying this, potentially trying to measure their reaction to his self-contradictory response. With Alex adamantly sticking to his story about the cut-up animal parts, detectives decide to switch gears.
You know where Cujo's at?
After he mentioned his case, because I remember several years ago, he had a charge. I think it was something on I don't know the details specific. That's the only details I don't know of this case, and he never spoke about it even when he went to immigration.
Alex's rambling can also be seen many times throughout his strange and disturbing vlogs.
Sun in the sky. The sun.
Bro, why is you living like you in the jungle, guy? That's what I want to know. What's up with all these damn fruit trees and banana trees hanging off the top of your ceiling, bro, when you're in your private room? Why are you living like you Crocodile Dundee or Tarzan or something, man? What's going on with this, bro?
It's very powerful energy, the solar flares it can deliver to this planet itself. It can knock out every electronics, every mechanical, electromechanical apparatuses around the world, even in the sky itself. Airplanes will not fly.
Oh, you one of these bugged out conspiracy theorists, brothers, man. You bugged out, bro. That's why your room looked like that, bro. You was bugged out, bro. Your brain is cooked. There's so many conspiracy theories. You done traveled down the wrong rabbit hole. You feel me? Alice in Wonderland in the rabbit hole. That's you. That is you.
Cell phone towers knocked out.
In an attempt to deal with Alex's knack for rambling, the detectives decide to be direct with him.
Yes, did you kill Cujo?
No.
Did you cut him up?
No.
Because you're interested to see what you said you dissect these things surgically, did you?
No. I've seen morticians do that.
Right. I mean,
Not in
do you
person.
ever have curiosity to do it yourself?
No. My curiosity does not extend that far. I've been exposed to body parts at an early age. I've seen people's brains blown out. I've seen people dead and everything. Where
is that?
You know about shockumentaries?
On TV, you're saying?
Yo, do y'all see what that say right there? Red flag. He watches snuff films. You see that? It says snuff on it. Snuff films, for those that don't know what snuff films is, people pay a lot of money to see torturous things happen to people, whether it be sexual things, sexual deviancy, I'm going to say it like that, whether it be somebody getting killed on camera, they film this stuff and they sell it on the black market, yo. That's crazy. Why is you watching this stuff? You already bugged out with the conspiracy theories. Now you into this shit too? Yeah, your mind is gone, bruh. Gone.
Shockumentaries.
On TV?
I don't know what you mean. Shockumentaries is a TV program?
Shockumentary, yeah. Some of them are on internet.
Sensing that they're not going to get anything useful from Alex, detectives end the interview and conduct a search of the Kinua home, completely unaware of the horror they were about to walk into. In the basement, officers retrieved the charred aluminum roasting pans that had allegedly had human remains in them. Not far from the pans were what appeared to be clippings of short, dark hair that had been wrapped in a paper towel and thrown in a wastebasket. In the laundry room, they find a roasting bag that could usually be used for poultry, scarred by the same charred residue seen on the pan and treated with an oily cleaner. In the room, they also found a camo t-shirt with what appeared to be bloodstains down the front. But this is only the beginning of the disturbing discoveries. Alex's bedroom is locked with a deadbolt and marked with a wooden sign reading, "Either some greater force of terror than death must be devised, or death will not be enough for coercion."
Observe the sunlight, the shadows. The shadow. Call me Shadow Man.
In Alex's bedroom, officers find the shockumentaries he mentioned, as well as multiple leather whips, a large hunting knife, and 2 machetes. These discoveries are overshadowed by what the officers find next. On the underside of Alex's mattress is a massive bloodstain, one so large that officers immediately theorize that whoever the blood belongs to is almost certainly dead. While they weren't able to find the body parts that Jared claimed to have seen, everything else the officers found in the basement points towards Alex being involved in Cujo's death. Eager to find out the truth behind this mystifying case, detectives sat back down with Alex for another interview. His explanation for the blood is shocking, to say the least.
You already gonna know he gonna say he caught an animal and he did it in his room. He wouldn't gut it open in the room. He gonna have to say that. He already admitted to curiosity about cutting open animals and wanting to make dream catches out of their fur. So he probably definitely gonna put it back on that again.
You and I and Chris, again, we're not here to get a confession from you or anything like that. One of the things that I'd ask you is I'm going to learn about you, right? Because let me explain why. There is psychology to that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because let's say that someone robs a bank, and I find out that this person has a wife that's dying of cancer. Is that the same as the guy that comes in wearing a mask and puts a gun in somebody's head because he wants to get partying up with that money? Or are they the same two people?
The crime is a crime.
Already, this detective appears to be taking a more strategic approach than the previous detectives, setting the stage for a conversation that will make Alex actually want to confess. One way he does this is by quickly introducing the idea that committing a crime does not make someone evil, and that certain people may commit crimes for reasons that are morally justified. The officer doesn't believe this, but is saying it to try to get Alex to admit to something. Unlike in his last interview, however, the detectives are ready for his rambling.
Do you know what forensic science is all about?
I don't believe what TV says too much about it. However, I'm aware that it's an art and it's for science.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe that deoxyribonucleic acid is an indicator to identify who an individual is?
It can play because you have the X and Y chromosomes, and you can also identify, the genome sequence from it. You can extract it.
So you can tell the difference between the blood of a fox and the blood of a human being?
Yes.
What do you think the blood under your mattress should?
That's a blood from period.
From period?
Yeah! This brother says it's a blood from a period. What woman had a period like that? Do you see the size of this blood stain over here, y'all? Look at the size. It's so big they had to blot it out. It's taking up more than 80% of the mattress. He talking about that's blood from a period. Sir, if that is blood from a period, she got to go to the hospital for a blood transfusion ASAP. You hear me? She is somewhere woozy. She can't see straight. She is pale. I don't care what color she is. Her lips is blue. She is malnourished. She's got a lot of things going on. If that is a period, my brother, a lot of things. But you lying.
What woman would that be?
Oh, she doesn't stay anymore.
What about the blood that was in
the box? Mm-hmm. Box. That's a fox blood there.
What if I told you that it wasn't? What if I told you that was human blood?
Oh, then I have to show you exactly. Was it dried up or especially?
There's a little bit of both.
Then either that was planted there because I didn't have the fox there when my father saw me there. Mm-hmm. He told me to take that out the house with my knowledge. So we take it out because it was kind of small. So I took it out.
While searching Alex's room, police discovered a journal that contained extensive notes on how detectives and suspects commonly behave in interrogations. Some of his notes included, quote, "The capacity for resistance is diminished by disorientation. The end of an interrogation should be planned before questioning starts. The kinds of questions asked, the methods employed, and even the goals sought may be shaped by what will happen when the end is reached. The poorest interrogations are those that trail off into an inconclusive nothingness. The successful interrogation of a strongly resistant source ordinarily involves two key processes: the calculated regression of the interrogatee and the progression of an acceptable rationalization."
So hold on, he is smart. He's very smart. He's not dumb at all. We can see that from the things he's writing. He's very philosophical. He's definitely smart for sure. But I got a question for you, sir. Did it ever come across your mind to question why the hell my room is so dirty? You ever question that? Do you believe in all these conspiracies? Do you believe in roaches, sir? You believe in those? That they will attract when you got a dirty ass room, when you don't clean your funky ass room? Yeah, you ever think and ponder about that philosophically? No, I ain't think so. From the condition of your room.
and it becomes very important to clinch the new tractability by means of conversion. In other words, a subject who has finally divulged the information sought and who is given a reason for divulging which saves his self-esteem, his conscience, or both, will often be in a mood to take the final step of accepting the interrogator's values. His journal could explain in part why Alex keeps derailing the officer's questions.
So, would you say, was Cujo a violent person?
He had a tendency, I wouldn't necessarily say to be violent, but you can speak to every witness or even people who knew him.
Well, you know I'm speaking to you because you knew him very well.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I knew of him. I did not know him well. He never shared with me personal information about his life up until he got incarcerated. After then, he started talking. He came out much more like someone different.
In 2007, 5 years earlier, Cujo was accused of assaulting a female graduate student at Morgan State University, the same school Alex currently attends, and trying to scare her into dating him by obtaining her social security number and phone number. Cujo wasn't only expelled from the school, but he was found guilty of a 4th-degree sex offense, stalking, harassment, and sentenced to 18 months in prison.
4th-degree sex offense. You tried to blackmail a woman into dating you, threatening her by getting her personal information. So here you was trying to eat somebody and end up getting your ass ate. Hey man, I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying that's kind of ironic, right? You was trying to eat somebody's ass up and you literally got your ass eaten up. But let's keep going.
At the end of his sentence, Cujo's visa was revoked and he was sent to a federal facility in Texas. Dr. Kenua, Alex's father, helped Cujo find legal representation. After his release, Cujo moved in with the Kenuas. Although Alex is stating that he doesn't know if Cujo is violent, that's not quite true. He referenced Cujo's case in the previous interview and even went so far as to say that Cujo talked to the Kenuas about it.
You know where Cujo's at?
After he mentioned his case, because I remember several years ago, he had a charge. He mentioned something to my brother about the woman who got him in trouble, something like that.
Alex seems to be downplaying Cujo's dark past, and it could be because he has an unsavory past of his own.
So, you yourself were caught up in a situation not too long ago at college where you were accused of an act of violence. If I wasn't there, I don't know the circumstances behind it.
Let me just break it down real quick.
Sure, if you want to.
Well, I could be in a body bag right now. That's how I look at it. I stay with people who want to jeopardize our college experience and also our education in the world. I just happened to be in the mix of it. I couldn't move. I should have moved, actually. But because of that person and their behavior, they're jeopardizing my safety, bringing people at unknown times, and then pinpointing rumors on me. I'm not sending rumors, clear threats. So I had to defend my life.
You stopped the threat.
I mean, definitely I don't. The only fact is that how I went about it, because I didn't go outside to look for him. He came to look for me. He came into our apartment. And he could have been armed, and he is armed some of the times.
So your perception is you stopped the threat. He was a threat, and you had to stop that threat. I think that's a fair assessment, don't you? Okay.
Before Alex had returned home from college, right before Cujo's disappearance, he spent a few days behind bars. Police spoke with Alex's roommate, Devin Keys, about Alex's strange behavior leading up to the incident.
Hello? This is Devin. Hey, sir, it's Detective Lane. So, like I was telling you before, I wanted to talk to you about Alex, and you were his roommate on a daily basis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long had you guys been living together?
We've been in the same dorm for 2 years, but that was my first year actually living in the same room with him.
Now, were you a friend to Alex, or you guys just lived together?
Yeah, I was a friend of his.
Okay. In the last couple years, had his behavior changed at all?
His behavior started changing in, I'll say, about December or January of this last year.
Okay. What kind of things did you see that made you think his behavior was changing?
Well, he just started acting different.
People could have been united. This is an ancient mistake, but some men made. Why? Why the f did they let that go? Ancient.
Did you ever see him have a skeleton hands? Not a real skeleton, but like a medical skeleton type of thing.
Yeah, he had one of those.
He had one of those. Now, when did he start carrying that around?
I'll say around March, maybe.
Did he ever do anything in his rooms that were strange or out of the ordinary?
He had weird videos that he used to watch, and then he would
The art of shapeshifting. Did y'all see some of them books? I was trying to let them keep going, but some of the books was crazy. A lot of it was NCO training, a lot of military books, a lot of books on war, violence, aggression, a lot of just a whole lot of shit for somebody who's already unhinged shouldn't have access to.
Yeah, like chanting books or something like that.
Chanting books?
This dude out here thinking he a shapeshifter. He thinking he a werewolf. Huh? This dude is out of his mind. And whoever wrote this damn book, Ted, what the hell are you talking about? The art of shapeshifting. You telling me you can shapeshift too? Huh? That what you doing? Come on, man.
I call them chanting books because they're not like normal. Well, I don't want to say normal religious books, but I would say something kind of like voodoo, I guess.
Voodoo kind of thing.
Yeah.
The videos you're speaking of, what kind of videos would they be?
War videos, like torture, stuff along that end.
Okay.
Other people who knew Alex also noticed a change in his behavior. Alongside carrying a medical skeleton around, Alex started going by the nickname Mufasa. The latter fact became known when an RA had responded to a situation in which someone going by the name Mufasa had broken a window in an apartment building. But this wasn't the incident that resulted in Alex's time in jail.
The young man he assaulted down there at your dorm room, did him and that young man have a problem? Like, was there kind of tension between the two of them, or did it surprise you that he did that?
It surprised me because, like, just the other couple of days before it happened, like, they were just talking and about regular stuff, and then that happened.
In an exclusive interview with Ewu, Joshua Caesar, the man that Alex attacked, talks about his close call with death.
I knew Kenua as an acquaintance. We both went to the same school together, Morgan State University.
Joshua said that he was meeting a friend after graduation and decided to wait for her at the apartment where Alex also happened to live.
And when I walked through that door, as soon as I crossed the threshold, I heard what I know to be God at this point now. Put your arm up. I felt something waving over me. And so I put my arm up, and underneath my arm, I could see a man standing there with a black sheet over his head. And I was knocked unconscious.
The man in the black sheet was none other than Alex Kenua. Alex had attacked Joshua with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and chains.
I woke up in the back of the house.
Fortunately, Joshua's friends, Mac and Meriwether, were nearby to intervene before things took an even deadlier turn.
Mac opened the door. He says, "I'm staying here. Don't go anywhere." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Stay here." And he closed the door. About a few seconds later, I hear a bunch of rumbling, dun, 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 and commotion. I didn't know what was going on out there still to that time. Matt came back inside and he said, "Come out." When I came out, there was blood all over the place.
Wow.
And I didn't realize at that time it was mine.
With no memory of the attack, Joshua had to ask his friends about what happened that day.
He said, Matt said, "We were playing the game when we heard a scream, a shriek. We ignored it." So Meriwether said, "Nope, that didn't sound right." And opened the door, and he saw Kenya was standing over top of me with a knife. There was a struggle and a fight over my body.
Wow.
That noise and commotion I said that I heard in the restroom that I was waiting in till Max said to come back out. was them fighting off Kenua a second time from coming in to get back to me.
Wow.
Mac and Meriwether bravely fought off Alex until he fled to a nearby wooded area. He was found by campus police shortly after and charged with assault and reckless endangerment.
Assault and reckless endangerment? How the hell do you get them charges? What about attempted murder? You had to pull him off him twice, and he stabbing your boy with a knife, knocked him aside his head. What the hell going on at this campus? Morgan State? I used to go to Morgan State when I was a little younger. You know, that's where all the parties was at, right at the high school. Yeah, Morgan State University used to be jumping back in the day, but still, regardless, what the hell is y'all on? That's attempted murder. No? Am I tripping?
After paying a bond of $220,000,
Damn.
Alex's family brought him.
Who paid that bond for him at $220,000? Who put their house up for this crazy ass Negro?
Him home on May 23rd, 2 days before Cujo went missing. Joshua's injuries included a shoulder fracture and multiple skull fractures.
Wow.
He also lost sight in his left eye permanently.
Damn.
Joshua credits his survival to his friends that protected him from Alex and the campus police officers that kept him awake after losing so much blood. As horrific as the attack on Joshua was, it was far from the only incident involving Alex.
Yeah. I beat open your bed and I jerked off and I squat on. You got something to say, man? You can look at on your bed. Hope you have a good night's sleep. DP on them freaks. Super freak, huh? You like them super freaks? Well, I got you one. It's all over your bed.
Hell no. This is war. Hell no. Hell no. I know you ain't telling me you done skeeted all over my blankets. Nah, hell no. You done beat me half to death and then you went and peed on my bed and skied all over my blankets? No. Hell no. This dude is sick. Beyond sick. Is people like this, his mental health is gone. That's why we got to talk about mental health being such a big thing these days, because his mental is gone and he's not getting no help for it. He's running around as if it's okay. This brother needs to be put in an insane asylum ASAP. Do you hear me? That's crazy.
Playing games with out here. Who's playing with you? Nobody's playing with you. Matter of fact, I don't have the respect to be called no more. So this will happen so that you keep doing that shit again, that shit's gonna keep happening. Listen, next time shit will be that. Here's what's gonna happen. See your clothes? Go look in your bed. Look, I left you a surprise. That's just a beginning.
Devin also had some insight into this incident between Alex and a fellow Morgan State student.
Are you familiar with something when Alex maybe went into somebody's bedroom, did something on their bed? Did you hear that story?
Oh, yes, I heard that story.
Okay, who told you about that, Alex or somebody else?
He told me.
And what did he tell you?
He said that somebody disrespected him, so he disrespected them every time.
And did he tell you what he did?
He went to the guy's bedroom and on their bed.
Did he tell you how they disrespected him in the first place?
No, he wouldn't tell me that.
Okay. Do you think there really was an argument between him and that gentleman, or you think this is just something he was imagining?
I would say it was something that he either imagined or he just took out of hand.
It wasn't just Alex's friends who had to deal with his baseless accusations.
And right now, I'm following somebody who I thought was watching over here, getting a phone call. Not even him. See right there? All in the world will make sense.
All the names are put on the board. Now, as it tells a story, and it unfolds as a scapegoat has returned. And the little boy that was picked up has released the scapegoat to scare the clothes. You must each individually face, deal with clothes. This is another love report because people are infected now. They're infected with a virus that is going to get them in the dream of time to a nightmare. A very few survive.
Based on his
What the hell are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Y'all know what he's talking about?
Recorded videos and the accounts from those who knew him, it seems like Alex's aggression was ramping up during March, April, and May of 2012. before finally culminating in the terrifying attack on Joshua Caesar. All of these incidents involve Alex taking extreme actions based on perceptions that have no basis in reality. Realizing that this could be a possible motivation for Alex to have killed Cujo, the detectives dive into trying to uncover the truth behind Cujo's disappearance. Nothing can prepare them for what Alex eventually reveals.
The issue of Morgan State, that guy, you perceived him to be a threat.
His mother.
And you perceived him to be a threat. And then I asked you if Cujo was a threat, and you initially, like, no, like, I don't really even know. Well, if he was involved in terrorist activities, if he was involved with bad people or bad things that were going on, and he's living at your parents' home under their roof with your siblings and yourself, how would you not say that he's not a threat?
Like Cujo's case, as far as for him staying with our family, he stayed with our family before. Mm-hmm. He has done what he has to do, and that's when he, after getting arrested and all that, his behavior shifted.
But you're so vague about that.
No, what I mean is that his behavior shifted is as far as for how he went about his business. It's more so, people can tell you much more whether he was much more involved with people or less more introverted.
Alex seems to be having difficulty explaining himself the more the detective engages with his logic. Perhaps it's growing harder for him to make denials. Alex then alleges something about Cujo that's somehow even more shocking than anything else revealed so far.
When you start connecting the pieces together, to me it made more sense that, he's trying to get himself back up on his feet. Mm-hmm. However, at the same time, he may not necessarily be doing that, He may have some other ulterior motives. And especially speaking to my mother, and who mentioned earlier that he's having troubles going to the basement to use the washer. And I spoke to him. I said if Cujo put his hands on him, and that's when I knew that something was wrong, and then I just went ahead and just fixed it. I didn't know something, but something that happened. Mm-hmm. I don't think anything happened.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel nothing.
It doesn't make you angry?
Anger is a big thing too. Anger is something, however, don't get mad, get wise.
So couldn't being getting wise stopping the threat?
Stopping the threat could be something.
The pain is coming, the pain is going. They couldn't believe it, but now it's flowing. They fucking saw it. They got their mouths zipped up, because they know when they up, it's gonna get zipped up and thrown across the cut. They could have sorted. They could have sorted out the bodies moving down it, but then now it's so distorted.
Listen,
I'm glad you ain't never tried to become no rapper, because that was terrible. That sucked. I ain't gonna hold you. That was crazy. That wasn't even, that was trash. But aside from that, you trying to act like anger, you saying anger is a weakness, but all through them videos, you got so angry at old boy you wouldn't beat off on his sheets out of a argument that didn't even happen. You got so angry at the old boy you almost beat him half to death over a confrontation that never happened. So if anger is weakness, what are you by your own definition? Let that sizzle in your spirit, like Country Wayne say.
Joe, as far as his death goes, why you committed that act that caused that. That's what I need to understand.
I do know that he has been manipulative and taking advantage of my father's good heart and my family's kindness.
You're not going to stand for that. Is that fair?
Right. And on top of that, he also gives those signs, like I say, classifiers, terrorist behavior. Well, I do know. When I know how he acts and everything, because if you look at my bookshelves and the type of books and material that I read, with him, he sat directly next to my library where I have those type of books there. And every time I noticed, he would go through them and he would look at me like, he would give me a certain look. He would give me a look like he doesn't want me to find something. He hiding something. So every time I would come downstairs, he would rush to hide something. So I'm like, what is he hiding? What is he doing? Whenever I went to my room, my things were moving around. So he was definitely in my room.
Warning, please.
Tell me what it was that put it over the top where you said, this is it.
I asked Scooter put his hands on me. Thought about it or dreamt about it.
So, was this something that you planned, or was it fairly imminent when you confronted him?
I didn't confront him. I told him already that night.
Tell me.
I mean,
What did you say?
I spoke to him briefly. He arranged my side of the room. Made him take all his shit to one corner, put all my stuff there, fixed up everything. And I just asked him some brief questions because he started working out and all that, trying to do his muscles and all that. I was like, don't fight, especially people who come to my family. I do something else.
Tell me, Alex, tell me what you did.
I mean, is this confession? Yeah.
So how did you kill him?
I won't say I killed him. Now,
Tell me asking you that, though.
so basically, I spoke to him, and that was it.
And then what did you do?
After speaking to him,
Did you hit him with a hatchet? Did you hit him with a pipe?
I won't go into detail. Life is terrible.
But
It could be even more terrible. My family, I could be burning my family right now.
With this proclamation, Alex has fully admitted that he believes he killed Cujo in order to protect his family.
I only know the truth. So again, you're a logical, well-thought man, right? Who was there when you took his life? Just you and him? Because he can't talk.
Just as the detectives start to make progress, things take a turn for the bizarre.
I talk to dead people.
Well, right now, I'm not interested in talking to anyone down. I'm only interested in one person, and that's Alex. That's my only interest.
Whether or not Alex genuinely believes that he can somehow communicate with the dead, the phrasing and tone of his retort, as well as the fact that he's bringing this up unprompted in a serious murder investigation, arguably betrays his intent to be defiant. He doesn't want to roll over just yet. Detectives have to once again do their best to get him on track.
But clearly, you perceive Cujo as a threat to your family. There was a point in time where a decision is made by you that this has got to stop. This is going to end right here. There's two things I don't know. Is it something that was a spontaneous because of something that he did? Or is this something that you said, this is how I'm going to fix this problem?
It wasn't spontaneous.
So you planned it, bro. Conspiracy to commit murder. Yeah, that would have sounded like to me. What y'all think?
I look at it as Cujo, when he started doing the things he did, started moving from house to house, and I knew that something was up. And his personality, just based on his character analysis that I was conducting, I was like, something's about to go, and I knew it was either my family, period. He gotta go. And I just played some music and went to work.
I know what you mean by you went to work.
Right. You went to work, sir. You definitely went to work. Beating the brakes off of Cujo and then sauteing him up and cutting his body up and eating him. You went to work, all right, like a chef go to work. Yep. You went to work like a butcher goes to work. Yeah. We ain't talking about that Migos work neither. No. We talking about like deer hunting season work, okay? Like the guy that killed Bambi's mom work. You know what I'm talking about? That's the kind of work you did. You feel me?
I need you to explain to me how you went to work.
I'll give you that with a cigarette and a tape recorder.
After hours of grueling investigation and interrogations, Alex is finally willing to give up the details of this crime.
Man, get that man a whole pack of Newport. Give him a pack of Newport 100s, okay? So we gotta hear this. Give him a pack of Newport 100s. Get him his tape recorder. Get him a shot of tequila. You feel me? Get him some McDonald's fries. Whatever he needs. Some fufu iguzi, because he African. Some fufu iguzi. Get him whatever he need at this point to give y'all the story. It's been hours. Over 4 hours y'all been in there. Get him something.
However, no one was prepared for the depths of his depravity, nor the stomach-churning reality of what happened to Cujo Codier. It seems the officers take Alex outside for a cigarette and continue recording the audio of his disturbing confession.
Where did Cujo want to go?
You're not gonna find his body.
Can you tell me?
I mean, I can direct you to one.
Okay, where is it?
It's right under your nose.
Not at the police station, I hope.
No.
Okay, where?
Well, one is in my stomach, but
Is it in your what? In your stomach?
Go eat some food. Are you fasting? Are you starving? Are you marveling? What's going on? You will go eat food and you want to go eat food. You are wrong. Man.
What part was that?
what part is hot?
He said his heart. You cut the man heart out and ate his heart, bro? I ain't even calling you bro. Nigga! Yeah, look at your eyes. This is the eyes of the devil in the flesh. Look at that. Look at them eyes. This is Michael Myers in the flesh. This is Hannibal Lecter in the flesh. This is the spirit of Ed Gein upon us again. He ate the man's heart and he said, if you want to find body parts, I got some in my stomach.
Come on, man.
Startling as this admission is, Alex isn't done with the horrifying reveals.
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? The other body parts, are they, can you give me an idea where they are?
You might be able to don't. You might find them.
Did you put them in the rest of the body? Is it the rest of the body itself? You just cut out certain parts? Or?
It's dissected.
That's dissected? So
I mean, what charges am I facing right now? I mean, I'm already facing 30 years. So, what charges am I facing?
what charges will you be facing? Well, from what you're telling me, you took his life, yes?
Okay. So,
I'm asking. I know it was rhetorical. I shouldn't have said that. Did you take his life?
I mean, he's not in existence.
Okay.
I could have helped him fake his death.
Well, obviously, that would be murder charge.
How the hell you gonna help him fake his death if his damn heart is sitting in your belly working through your intestine right now? Tell me how. How you gonna help him fake the death if his damn heart is in the belly of the beast right damn now?
I mean, you're a smart guy. I mean, you know what they're basically going to be.
Let me what's over.
If you can tell me, are there pieces of Cujo in and around in or around your house? Excuse me. Is that a yes?
You looking for his head?
Yes.
Well, his head is taken care of.
Is it in the? How is it taken care of? Can you tell me any more than that?
His head is. Do you have anybody at the house right now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get him on the phone?
Sure.
Through the phone, Alex guides the officer to his gruesome leftovers.
Okay, go to the dining room. Okay, there's a big cabinet, a white cabinet that has like glass shelves on it. You see the white shelves? No,
Now go to the bottom, move the box of books over there. At the bottom of the cabinet, move the boxes and open open one of the shelves. Do you see a bag of charcoal? Go ahead and open it.
What is it, Alex?
Do you see it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
What is inside the bag? What exactly?
That's what we're looking for.
That's the only part.
That's the only part?
After recovering Cujo's severed hands and head, the officers were set on retrieving the rest of his remains. Alex revealed that he disposed of it in the dumpster of a nearby church and went so far as to brag that the chances of recovering it were slim to none. However, when officers investigated the dumpster for themselves, they discovered 2 duffel bags inside, infested with maggots. As they tried to remove one of the bags, it tore, and the officers were forced to watch in silent horror as Cujo's torso slid out and hit the pavement.
Just wanted to, while we were outside talking, Alex was telling me, I'm just gonna put the same report right on the table, okay, Alex? Sure.
Alex, if you can, since Tom wasn't sitting here just a second ago, just run through that with what you were telling the other detective.
Alex begins eagerly recounting a story so disgusting and despicable, it far outshines everything the detectives have learned thus far. Alex no longer has anything to hide, and as a consequence, he finally discusses in detail what happened the night he slaughtered Cujo. And it's more horrifying than anyone imagined.
Brace yourself.
That night, after everything took place, we didn't argue anything, but I did tell him, I'm not going to speak about anything like cannibalism, it was more so about him being, I asked him if he knows about cannibals, and he said he's heard of them and he'd find out. So I asked him, is he ready to die? And he's like, no, he's not ready to die. So, too bad he made the angel of death.
And then what did you do, Alex?
Well, that night, I know he's into gospel and everything, so play some gospel music, and then he was sleeping. Came at him, I stood over him, and went to work with the took the axe. Just went to work on his head.
Damn, while he was praying to the Lord? You put on some gospel music, let him get into the energy with what he thought was the Holy Spirit, I guess, and he was singing and praising the Lord, and you came up and bust him with the axe while he was praising the Lord to get him to get his guard down? I'm conflicted. I don't know if that's a good way to go or not. Praising God and then you go, or you go and you don't get to praise God, or you don't get to worship one last time, or ask for forgiveness one last time. So I'm conflicted. Y'all let me know. What is that? I don't know. That's crazy. But I don't know. Is that a good way to go? If you had to go, would you rather be, saying your last little hymnals, your last little prayers to God, or would you just go and not have a chance to do that? I don't know. Crazy.
Hit him about twice. And after that, I let him bleed out. And then took his heart off. After I took his heart off, got my knife, cut him off.
This complete lack of emotion is deeply disturbing, but then again, not quite as disturbing as his choice to play Cujo's favorite music while butchering him. Was he trying to give Cujo a final moment of peace before his execution? Or was he mocking his victim before sending him to his grave? Regardless, this sick preparation must have given Alex time to pause, to reconsider his actions, or even to selfishly consider that his next act would alter the course of his own life for good. But given that he chose to stand over Cujo in these moments, it seems more likely that Alex enjoyed this part of the process as well. He then proceeded to swing the same long-handle axe he used to cut trees into Cujo's face, then cut him up the way he would the animals he trapped in his backyard.
How did you get the parts outside?
Just walked.
I mean, did you put him in anything?
Wrapped him up in a bag.
And took him where?
To the church.
Any particular reason behind the church? I mean, is there any particular reason that you did that?
That's symbolic.
There was an issue with your brother. Finding some things. Tell me about that.
Not what he found. He doesn't know, so.
Well, he's smart enough. Like you, I mean, he's smart.
Not that smart, but he doesn't know the circumstances behind it because sometimes his judgment clouds him.
Did you say that your brother's judgment clouds him and you the one that's attacking people for no reason, skeeting on people blankets, making up these fictitious arguments in your head, killing people while playing gospel music, taking out their heart and consuming it, but your brother's judgment clouds him?
He may not have seen because when I'm not around, he's the second, I would say the second in charge. And if he can't recognize the threats on his own family, then what is he going to do?
What do you think should happen to you for this?
Put me insane as I don't know.
Are you insane?
No, I'm not. However, the action that did me look insane towards society. But basically what I do is ancient, right? I'm getting rid of scum.
And that's the way you look at Cujo.
That's ancient justice.
Ancient justice.
Though Alex may be basking in his crime, he seems lucid and afraid of punishment enough to minimize his own sentence by recommending he be remanded to a psychiatric facility. Even with everything he's revealed so far, Alex still had one last sickening detail to share.
And again, I'm just trying to understand this was totally symbolic on your part. You're cooking its head and hands. You removed his hands from his body so that they could not touch anyone anymore. I guess his head disgusted you, and you wanted to deform the head, cook away the hands, eat some of them, and you ate his heart.
That's the only part I didn't eat. I didn't eat his head. I tasted some of it.
Brother, if you tasted some of his head, you ate that shit. What you talking about, bro? The hell I ate his heart, but I didn't eat his head. I just tasted some of it. Huh? And you saying it's so nonchalant, no emotion, just like it's regular. Like, yeah, I just tasted some of the head. Bro, what?
Put some barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce?
Some spice, Old Bay spice.
Oh, see, disrespecting my Old Bay. Disrespecting my Old Bay seasoning by putting it on human body is diabolical. He used everything. I'll never look at Old Bay the same again. Lord. I'm gonna have to get this thought out of my head. Okay, that he sprinkled Old Bay on the heart and the hands and the head, and he started feasting. And he put some look at them seasons in there. Lord. This is how you know, and this is something different. I think I don't think when Jeffrey Dahmer was eating people, I don't think he was seasoning it. Because they, not all white folks, but some of y'all don't season properly. I don't think he was seasoning nobody. I think he was cooking it up and just cooking it and eating it. Was he? I don't remember. Y'all seen the show? I don't remember if he did or not.
How do
you feel now?
Nothing.
Justice is
wow.
As sickening as this reveal is, it also could potentially answer one of the remaining questions. The police brought cadaver dogs to the Kinua home, and they did not indicate that there were any human remains.
So the charcoal, putting it in the charcoal had to throw off the smell. And the red flakes that they said was a myth. That had to be it.
And yet, Alex had butchered and eaten parts of Cujo in the home, and he had a blood-covered mattress in his room. The reason the dogs didn't pick up on the scent could be due to the dog's training and experience, as well as the training and expertise of the handler. If a dog is not well trained, or if the dog is being used in a situation for which it is not trained, such as live detection versus human remains detection, the dog is likely to fail. It's also important to note that by cooking and seasoning the body parts, much of the scent of the remains was destroyed.
Because you cooked and sauteed his ass, that's why the dogs couldn't pick up on the scent. Let me tell you, there's a place for you, Cujo. Not Cujo, you ain't Cujo. Whatever boy, that's a place for you. There is a place for you and people like you where you fit in just fine. For people that think it's okay to kill people and eat their hearts. Your parents got to be some kind of ashamed. And let me tell you, well, maybe, you know what? And this whole house is dirty. This whole damn house is dirty. Now that we're looking at this is the kitchen. This whole damn house is dirty. Y'all just living dirty as hell. Hell wrong with y'all, man. Clean this shit up. Goddamn old cake boxes sitting up on here. What the hell going on here, man? Clean this dirty ass house up, bruh. Unless we're seeing, hold on, let me take it back. We may be seeing them after they're going through everything, trying to find evidence that they're scooting everything around, but it's still a lot of boxes. Where all these boxes come from? What is going on in here, bruh? The only thing that don't look like it's out of place is the bananas on top. The bananas look nice and fresh. Those actually look clean. Everything else look junky, cluttered, and dirty. Then you got the damn dog food thing on. Where's the dog? Sir, did you eat the damn dog? I ain't seen a picture of one dog print, no dog paw. No, did you eat the dog too? Where's the dog at?
The dogs look for things like skin cells, and cooking would destroy them, potentially throwing off the dog's ability to detect the remains. However, alone, spices and cooking will not prevent a properly trained dog and handler team from finding human remains. After nearly 6 hours total of interrogation, detectives may just now be meeting the real Alex Kenua.
I mean, this is, we have done thousands of times, millions of times. I mean, this body is just temporary. If the body is in, I can lose this body. I can't afford to lose my family's body, so
It's a beautiful day outside. It's a very beautiful day. For me here, no matter what the mission, it's always coming back, because always the mission is first. That's so skulls are getting cracked. No.
Wow.
Skulls are getting extracted. Their brains are getting extracted. You know what happens when skulls get extracted? Their brains get sucked out, their noses. When I'm gone, please believe the whole recording.
Following his confession, Alexander Kenua was charged with first-degree murder and weapon carrying. Prior to a trial, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, and in August of 2013, he pleaded guilty but not criminally responsible. He was then indefinitely remanded to a state psychiatric facility. Though he was deemed unfit to stand trial, it is possible that he could be deemed competent in the future. Alex also pleaded guilty but not criminally responsible for the assault of Joshua Caesar.
Wait a goddamn minute. Ho, you telling me one day this psychopath could get out? You telling me that one day, just because y'all done gave him some pills and talked to him about life lessons, you gonna let this crazy son of this heart-eating vampire in Brooklyn turned real life cannibal zombie skinwalker book reading ass nigga gonna get out one day? Only in America. And using a different country, bro. Man, listen, in a different country, bro, it wouldn't even probably been no trial. After they found the evidence, they might have just hung him and got it over with. This is crazy. Now, I am about reform, right? But can a person like this truly be reformed and let loose in society? I don't know if that's a wise decision. To me, once you've done that, he either had two options. Because if y'all hadn't said he was crazy, he would have got life, right? He'd got life. And they didn't even charge him with cannibalism. Isn't that a charge? Eating another human body, that's not a charge? Crazy or not, is it a charge? Huh? Listen, man. The justice system here is crazy. Crazy. He got exactly what he wanted. He said, I think I should go to a psychiatric ward. Are you crazy? No. He told y'all he wasn't crazy. Now, clearly he's off. Mentally, he's off. But is he so off that he couldn't be in a prison? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that he. Hey, listen. I don't care how many pills y'all give him. If y'all, that boy need, what is that old stuff they used to do? Electrocompulsive therapy, when they would put motherfuckers to the joint and fry they damn egg, they brains like eggs. That what the hell he need right there. If y'all don't have a whole new brain for this brother, why are you even talking about releasing him? He shouldn't be released nowhere. He needs a whole entire new brain. His brain has malfunctioned. Okay? Some pills ain't gonna fix that. Some journals ain't gonna fix that. Ain't no shadow work gonna fix that. None of that shit gonna fix that. Do you see how he was acting with people before? Just making up stuff in his head. Just making things up. And terrorizing people. And y'all let this motherfucker just maybe one day he could possibly be, what? More of the story, we got to watch red flags. Like every video is always red flags. To the roommate, this is to anybody with the roommate, anybody living with somebody that you just meeting, don't ignore red flags. If a brother is, or anybody is watching damn snuff videos, where they are executing people in real life and they're watching this footage like in abundance. I ain't talking about you might have caught something on a world star, like, oh man, this is crazy, he got shot. No, I'm talking about when they're buying DVDs and movies that are just full of executions and torture. Bro, that's a red flag that something is mentally wrong with this person, bro. How you ain't pick up on that and be like, you know what? I gotta move the fuck about this dorm, or I gotta report this nigga. I'm likely living with a damn serial killer. Who the hell is this involved in watching the torture of people? You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot ignore the red flags, man. Not putting nothing on you, I ain't saying it's your fault. I'm just saying moving forward, you got to be more observant of people. You probably are, especially after this happened, but I'm talking to everybody now. Don't ignore red flags of people just because y'all cool. Do not ignore red flags. That's a huge flag. People that talk about killing all the time, murdering all the time, that are obsessed with it, when they're obsessed with it and they're watching it. He's sitting there, y'all in the same room. So he's sitting there watching people getting their head chopped off, head broke, you know what I mean? Brains blown out, and you just sitting there cool, chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. Like, bro, you ain't keep watching this shit in my room. No, man. Put on some cartoons. No, we gonna change it up today. You've been kind of gloomy, man. Let's put on some Power Rangers. You know what I mean? It's 2012, sir. Put on some Family Guy. Let's lighten the mood up in here. You know what I mean? Some American Dad. You know what I mean? So let's lighten the mood, man. But to everybody watching, y'all see this. Let me know what y'all think of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as we keep going through these true crime videos. We always want to make sure we bring in awareness that this is the world that we live in. And, you know, we pray for something better, but we always observant of the worst. You know what I'm saying? So stay prayed up, stay observant. And yeah, don't forget to lock in with your boy, Shogun K. Till next time. Peace.